And I know a lot of people still don't believe that guy.
Well, there's some new twists coming out, right, Jorge? We were talking about that now. Supposedly there's a person behind the ruse, if you want to say. Yeah,
right.
He actually is the one who pretended to be the girl. Right, Jorge?
Yeah,
I know you're up on this.
Someone has been, quote-unquote, duping Manti and Tay over the past few months. But again, this Thursday, Manti will be interviewed by Katie Couric, and he'll hopefully let it all out in the open for the world to decide what's the truth and what is not.
It's a weird story.
Yeah,
so weird.
And I don't anticipate him admitting that it was him making it up. I'm pretty sure it's going to go with the whole victim angle.
Because we'll have to wait and find out. Well, the forecast here, though, we're calling for is plenty of sunshine over the next few days, but it's going to be warm, too. Today, 66 degrees with a low of 35, 68 on Wednesday, and look at Thursday. For the first time this year, we expect highs in the 70s with overnight lows in the 40s, but a weak cold front will pass by late Friday. That's going to drop our temperatures back in the lower 60s for the weekend, but there is a chance for rain now on Saturday. For now, it's only at 20%, maybe it's some widespread light rain, and then we'll begin to dry out by Sunday with highs still in the mid-60s and lows in the 40s. Bob and Hillary?
All right, thanks so much, Jorge and Steve.
Time to get out of bed, everybody. Thanks so much for waking up with us. El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Bob Hart.
And I'm Hillary Florin. Good morning to you. The time now is 6 o'clock, and look at that, 38 degrees outside, so it's chilly. But the good news is it's going to be a lot like yesterday.
That's right. Good morning, Jorge.
Good morning, everyone. Warmer temperatures are still in the forecast over the next few days, including this afternoon, with plenty of sunshine expected, although right now it is clear but cold with temperatures still in the 30s in many locations, including El Paso. First and foremost, though, let's take a look at storm track with the Doppler radar. If you're about to head out the door this morning, won't have to worry about any shower activity, or for that matter, much cloud cover, as we do expect sunny skies later on, but it is cold outside right now. Still, here in El Paso right now, 42 degrees. We've actually warmed up a few degrees since last hour, where we were at 38, now at 42, with winds in the north-northwest at 10. And in Las Cruces, temperatures have been hovering around 40 degrees or so for much of the morning, but now you've cooled down to 33 with calm winds and a dew point of only 8 degrees. Dry air should remain in place over the next few days, which will also help for temperatures to continue to warm up here in the borderland later this afternoon. We'll talk about those temperatures for the rest of the week and weekend coming up. Bob?
And severe weather is battering a huge portion of the U.S. this morning. We'll tell you all about this dangerous and deadly Arctic storm system coming up ahead. And
speaking of the storms, let's go back to the Storm Track Weather Lab. Good morning, Jorge.
Hey, good morning, everyone. We here in the borderland are not being affected by that Arctic blast. If anything, getting a little taste of spring here in town over the past few days. And today, no different. Nice warm up expected later this afternoon with plenty of sunshine. There is a cold front, though, in our immediate future. We'll tell you when it should arrive coming up after the break. Hillary?
This is ABC 7, where news comes first.
You're watching ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso with Hillary Florin, Bob Hart, Storm Track Weather meteorologist Jorge Torres, and live reports from Stephanie Valle and David Concha.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Pretty nice out there, considering.
Yeah,
considering
it's cold right now for
colder.
me.
It could be,
I'm waiting for it to warm up.
Like what's been going on over the eastern half of the country over the past few days with temperatures in the teens and 20s. But here's a look at what happened yesterday from one of our ABC 7 WeatherNet sites out at Favens Elementary, showing you the beautiful Monday that we had here in town with some interhallow clouds. But it was a warm day with highs in the 60s. Outside, though, different story. We are at 42 degrees this morning here in El Paso. Freezing right now in Las Cruces at 32, 27 in Deming and also Alamogordo, and 36 up in Ruidoso. Winds are light, coming in generally from the north-northwest in several locations, including right here in El Paso, now at 10 miles per hour, 5 in Las Cruces, and 6 now up in Truth or Consequences. Breakdown of the rest of the day here in El Paso, starting out with temperatures in the mid-30s by 8 a.m., 60s already by noon, and our high 66 degrees, well above average. We should be in the upper 50s this time of year. Today we'll be in the mid-60s, so a little taste of spring for this week. Dry air still in place across western parts of the country. You can kind of see it with the water vapor imagery, or the moisture content that has been available over the past 12 hours. And the areas in the darker shades of gray, almost black, is showing you that dry air, which is parked right over the desert southwest. And you do kind of see a spinning area of circulation just to the south of us over northern parts of Mexico. That's the storm that produced the rain over much of Chihuahua yesterday, now beginning to race off towards the east away from the borderland. So today we can expect abundant amounts of sunshine with high pressure right on top of us, and therefore warmer conditions over the next few days. Updated look at future track, latest computer model run for the next 24 hours, showing the same thing that we've been seeing over the past day or so, and that is clear skies, Light winds, no rain expected, therefore warmer temperatures with highs back in the 60s, and then those lows tonight with clear skies and light winds will be back down into the 30s, but we should remain above freezing. Forecast today for West Texas showing a high of 65 in Sierra Blanca and 60 at the pass, 64 in Van Horn with a low tonight of 43, 41 at the pass, and 37 in Sierra Blanca. Cloudcroft, 49 degrees, beautiful day, a little mild up in the mountains, but nothing they can't handle. 62 up in Alamogordo with a low tonight of 31, below freezing by 1 degree, 23 in Cloudcroft, and 35 in Ruidoso. Let's head out west to Deming, warming up today to 64, plenty of sunshine through their consequences. And Silver City with a high today of 60 and a low tonight right at the freezing mark at 32. El Paso will be warming up to 66 degrees. Again, chilly in the morning hours, so you will still need that light jacket before you head out, but something you can take off this afternoon. The temperatures will be, again, well above average. Lows tonight down to about 35 with light and variable winds. And in Las Cruces, you'll be warming up today to about 64, also dealing with sunny skies. And overnight lows down to about 33. Sunrise at 7:04, sunset time 5:31. Remember, you can always stay up to date with the weather forecast by logging on to KVI.com. Also, download our apps for free for the iPad, iPhone, BlackBerry, and Android to keep track of the weather, including for the next 7 days of weather. Here is that 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, warming up to 68 with a low of 39, all the way up to 71 on Thursday. Would be the warmest day of 2013 so far. And then a weak cold front will arrive by Friday. That will drop our temperatures back in the lower 60s for the weekend. Slight chance for rain returns by Saturday and Sunday at 10 to 20% both days. It is 6:14. More news after the break.
Ooh, looks cold just watching that video,
Yeah,
huh?
we see video like that, but not a big boulder inside someone's bedroom. That poor woman.
I hope she's all right.
Wow. All right, well, let's check in with Jorge. Jorge, our weather is pretty boring, and we should be thankful.
Yeah, thankful that temperatures are quite the opposite of what's going on over eastern parts of the U.S. Here's a look at those current temperatures nationwide. Speaking of that Arctic blast, look at Minneapolis this morning, 11 below zero, 1 below in Chicago, and up in Buffalo and upstate New York, temperatures are in the single digits this morning at 5 degrees there. Getting reports of heavy lake effect snow to start off today. Meanwhile, across the south, different stories. San Antonio 52, Tucson to our west 47, and right at the freezing mark in Albuquerque. And there's a quick look at storm track with the Doppler radar over parts of New England and upstate New York. Notice the heavy bands of lake effect snow going right over Buffalo from Lake Ontario, even over from Lake Erie, moving over towards eastern parts of the U.S. and even out towards Lake Michigan. Heavy snow over western parts of Michigan, and again, even some heavy snow over parts of Canada. But for us, nothing like that. It's a very mild start to the morning compared to what they're tracking across the eastern half of the U.S. Quick look at some of those ABC 7 WeatherNet sites, sponsored by Mattress Firm in parts of northeast El Paso. 38 at Urban High School, 37 at Nolan Richardson, and 38 now at Crockett Elementary. Let's head over towards the east side now, where temperatures are currently in the 30s as well at South Loop and Isleta. And in West El Paso, temperatures are in the mid-30s here at ABC 7 Studios. And at War Eagles Air Museum, now 33. We'll break down what's ahead for the rest of the day and also for the next 7 days of weather coming up after the break.